Yes, people them, I am your host, Deanie, and welcome back to Arsenal TV. Before we get into this video though, I am 19 subscribers away from 500 subscribers. Don't worry about my voice. All you can do by helping my voice right now is subscribing to this channel. So if you are new, make sure you subscribe, make sure you smash a like on the video, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section down below. All right, let's start this video. Hello everyone and welcome back to Arsenal TV. It is the afternoon/morning after wherever you are. After the result, Arsenal won, Man City won, and I have a burning question on my mind. But before I get into that question, make sure you subscribe to Arsenal TV. Make sure you like and share this video and leave your comments and your thoughts down below in this comment section, and we'll just have a conversation on our thoughts of Arsenal at this present moment in time. And there is a lot of discourse around the Arsenal at the moment, as you can imagine, especially, and my voice is still gone from yesterday, so if my voice goes at points, it just goes at points, but especially after what felt like a loss yesterday, even though Martinelli snatched a winner for us. A winner? Equalizer. I'm still tired. I'm gone, people. Still tired. But Martinelli snatched an equalizer for us at the depth against Man City at home at the Emirates yesterday. I was lucky enough to be at the Box Park with AFTV yesterday, which I am very, very most grateful for. And one of the first things I said to Laurie before the game even started was when the starting 11 came out, and I said, mate, have you seen the starting 11? And as soon as it came out and we knew what was going to happen, and then what happened basically, I felt so deflated. And when the game was finished and the game was played and the discourse online was basically, will this man actually get it over the line? And my question is simple. Will Mikel Arteta ever win a Premier League title for Arsenal? Will he? Can he? Yes, Mikel Arteta absolutely can win a Premier League title for Arsenal, but the reason why I'm answering that question is because it's the main question. We haven't won a title in it will be over 21 years that we haven't won a title at Arsenal Football Club, and that is his mission. Can you deliver the biggest silverware in the world? Can you deliver us a Premier League title? And after yesterday, it just felt we hit a bump in the road where it's just like, how have you not learned your lesson when it comes to playing a certain midfield or certain types of players? Why didn't you learn your lesson already? When a lot of us saw, maybe some fans, because apparently Mikel Arteta said yesterday in the post-match press conference was that no one asked about the midfield in Bilbao. Well, maybe he was just focused on what the reporters were telling him or everything else. But in terms of social media and what general fans that were saying, the fans that were here long before Mikel Arteta and that have seen Arsenal in the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. And to be fair to him, he's taken us from the lowest of lows to almost the highest of highs. But the general discourse was that when this starting 11 came out, was that you clearly haven't learned your lesson, because Mikel Marino in that midfield means we're not going to have the creativity that we want. And that's what we lacked for the first 45 minutes of that game, was a lack of creativity. Did it get better in the second half? We were a bit more threatening in the second half. I wouldn't say we created a host of chances, because we didn't. It's not like Gyökeres was cut through clean on goal number of times, and we'll get to that in a second. But we saw again throughout the majority of the first half why we needed creativity, because it was lackluster. The left-hand side was ineffective as well. I mean, you could say the team wasn't fit and firing, or firing on all cylinders is what I will say. The team wasn't necessarily firing on all cylinders. But that being said, if we could see it, why couldn't Mikel see it? And this is why I'm answering the question, is because unless he's learned his lesson by bringing on Eze and Saka, I still think we could see this midfield at points in the season, because Mikel is very stubborn. Well, people are stubborn. I'm not saying being stubborn is a bad thing, because sometimes being stubborn keeps you out of trouble or leads you to greatness. It absolutely can. But then there's a lot of times stubbornness can lead you to losing something, an argument, or you losing your job, or not winning the biggest trophies that was promised. Because we were promised the biggest trophies. We were promised, or we were told that Arsenal should be competing at the highest level, winning the biggest trophies. We was told we're going to win the Champions League within 3 years at one point. We was told this. We was told that. We was told the project was going to go bang, boom, bang, bing. We're still waiting for the project to go bang. We're still waiting to... First of all, we feel like as fans that we can win a Premier League title. We do feel like as fans, because that's where Mikel Arteta has taken us from, to feel like we can actually win as fans. But it's that next step of stepping over the line. And if you're going to constantly play negative in games where you should go and attack teams, we didn't go and attack Liverpool, who are vulnerable. We didn't go and attack Man City, who are vulnerable. Instead, you want to open up and be a bit more free-flowing, or try to be a bit more adventurous against the lower teams. That's not good enough for me. It's not good enough. And I don't think it should be good enough for any Arsenal fan that is watching this video, that is striving for greatness. You should be willing to take a risk against the big teams. And it's not a risk when you buy the players to combat the big teams. Someone like Eze, that's been a thorn in Liverpool and City's side in the last 6 months alone. Why did you not start him yesterday? What was the point of signing him? What was the point? Laurie asked a very good question on the watch along for AFTV yesterday, and he was asking the question, was Eze a Berta signing or an Arteta signing? And I think that's a very interesting question, because since Eze has come in, he's been almost a bit part player. He hasn't been starting the games we expected him to start. He's been playing on the left sometimes, but he hasn't started the games we expected him to start or utilized in the way I thought he would. As soon as the transfer was made and he came in from Palace, I thought he'd be consistently starting games, because I may have to do my research, and I will say it anyway, because this thought has just come in my mind, but I'm trying to think. When Kai Havertz was brought in to Arsenal from Chelsea, did he need a bedding in period? Was Arteta worried about the fact that he still needed to adapt to the squad? Or did he just bring him straight away and make him hit the ground running as soon as possible, playing games for the Arsenal? That's my question. If Mourinho didn't injure his shoulder at the beginning of last season, would he have been playing football from the jump? Is my question. Why is Arteta not playing Eze from the jump? Why does he refuse to be a bit more adventurous and expansive? Does he not trust his players? Do you not trust your defense? Do you not trust Calafiori, Gabriel, Saliba and Timber and David Raya at the back to do the job to keep the defense out? Because there needs to be a switch from defense to attack. And we switch from defense to an attack. It's slow. It was sideways a lot of the time yesterday. We didn't create a lot. For all the possession that we had, about 69, 70 plus possession, for all of that we had, we didn't create nothing. Because XG, for anyone that loves XG, because I don't even use XG or even think about it, but for the XG, 0.07 for that first half. It was poor. We wasn't expecting nothing. We weren't expecting anything at all. From open play, from corners, from anything, because we just lack that creativity. We lack that inventiveness. Now, is it all on Arteta because of how the players play? No. But is it on Arteta to set out the team and make sure we are set up in the best way to attack a league, to attack a game, we could have knocked City completely out of the title race today, and we didn't. We didn't. Or maybe the title was already done. Because some people are asking the question, is the title already done? And if the title is already done, then surely this man has to go next season. Surely he has to. In my question, because our goal is to win, and this guy has been here for 6, almost 7 years now. 6 years. 7, end of 2019. Almost 6 to 7 years, right? And he still hasn't won anything major. Nothing. Nothing at all. And we're still expected to believe in him. I'm not Arteta out, because I need to see how everything plays out. Because everything can change in a second. Liverpool could start losing, Arsenal could start winning, and Bob's your uncle, we go on and win the title out of nowhere. Because even as I speak this right now, we still have hope. I still have hope. Do you still have hope? That's my question. Do you still have hope right now? Because, I mean, I like to think I have some hope. Just a little bit though, but it's just hope. And it's not based on anything tangible right now. Because a lot of the discourse, even from Chelsea fans, Man United fans, Liverpool fans, they were asking the question of, What were those tactics at Arteta? They were asking of the tactics like, what are you doing? Why did you not try and go for it? This is not the greatest City team we've played against. This is not the strongest. This is by far not the strongest. This is probably the weakest City team we've played against in years, and we did not go and attack them. We didn't. And that's my fear. If you're not going to risk it to try and win a league, you won't risk it at all. You'll play it safe all the time, and playing it too safe will give you results like that. Results where you should win, but where you don't win, where you don't pick up 3 points, where you lose against Liverpool to a fluky, brilliant free kick. These results will continue to happen throughout the season if he doesn't change. And if he doesn't change, he has to go because he's not going to win us a title. Because he won't if he continues like this. So, people, let me know what you think in the comments below, because am I being too reactionary? I don't think I am. I think everyone that's been following me on this channel, you know my thoughts. You know I love the team and everything else. And you know I'll just be as honest as I can be, not because I support and love Arsenal, but simply because I want the best. And when you want the best, you have to ask questions about yourself, about the people in the situation. You just have to ask questions, and I'm asking questions now, loud and clear. Will Mikel Arteta win us a Premier League title? Arteta, are you the man to win us a Premier League title? Because apparently he did say, if you look, remember that, was it last season or the season before, he asked himself if he was the man to get us over the line. He asked himself, should I walk away? He was thinking about it, but he decided to continue. And he decided to continue, so he has continued, and he's brought us to this place of the highest expectation to win a title. So the question is, can we do it? Can you do it? You need to try it, otherwise everything's going to change, in my opinion, from next season. Everything's going to change. Everything. So if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to Arsenal TV. Make sure you smash a like on the video, and we'll be back tomorrow with another video, or maybe even later today, because obviously Port Vale's coming up, so we'll preview that game. Carabao Cup on Wednesday, rest back from the Premier League, something different. So yeah, love and guidance, people. Make sure you subscribe to Arsenal TV. Peace.